Wait, hold on. Jason. Hey guys. I wanted to talk about teen drinking today because I think it's something we should talk about. I'm really tired of Dare and the whole like don't ever drink programs because they don't work. I mean, they work initially, like in fifth grade. If you'd ask me if I was gonna drink when I was 18, I would be like, hell no, I'm not gonna drink when I'm 18, because like that's wrong and bad, and like that's cool, but you know, I'm 18 now, and I've done it. And I've done it before I was 18. I did it like 15. So I think maybe the DARE programs shouldn't be about, like trying to scare you out of it, because that'll work when you're younger. Then you realize like people are doing it, they're not dying every day. They should be about like the stupid decisions you should make. They should focus on that. Because Jesus Christ, if I know some of the stupid shit I've done, like if I had known going in, there's a possibility I'm gonna have sex with a really ugly girl, or like end up trying to drive, or arguing with somebody, or puking all over myself, or falling asleep and puking on myself, or trying to fight the person that owns a house, like just stupid shit. Like you would never do it because you just end up looking like an asshole. But they don't tell you that stuff because the only pictures they show you are like people my age dead in a car accident, or being arrested. Well, it hasn't happened yet. I mean, knock on wood. Obviously, it's a very real possibility, and they should definitely tell you that. But they should also like share their own personal stories of stupid shit that they've done. Because I'm pretty against the idea of teen drinking. Like I've done it, been there, done that, and I've seen the stupid shit people do. And I think we should probably, probably cut it out a little bit. But I also think the drinking age should be at like, 10. Because then when you're finally like old enough to actually want to drink to get like crazy, why? I mean, think about it. Like, you don't go out and eat a bunch and get sick. You wouldn't do it if you had been drinking your whole life either. It's just stupid to me. I mean, that's my idea and it's my opinion. If you don't agree, like, that's whatever. But, like, it's chill. Um, yeah, so I guess I'll tell one of my stories. Probably, like, my least favorite story to tell because it takes forever. But, like, this is stuff that they should be telling us when we're younger. Not the, if you drink, you'll die. Unless you're like 99.99% of the population, then you probably just live and like have a headache the next morning. So this is the first. Well, it's not the first time I've ever been drunk, but this is one of the first times I've ever been like really, really, really shit faced, and woke up with a hangover. Um, this took place last year. Uh, yeah, during prom, prom night. We'll tell that story. All right, so prom night, was gonna have a date, but then the girl I was gonna take just like ended up ditching me for her ex. So like I was like, oh, I'm all pissed off and upset. So I was just like, all right, fuck it, I'm drinking. So I got a bunch, and I mean a bunch of alcohol, and by a bunch of alcohol, I mean like a thing of Jose Cuervo, because I couldn't drink at the time. I couldn't hold my liquor, and even now, I couldn't drink a liter of tequila by myself without probably getting sick. So like that's what it is. If you can drink that much and not get sick, there's probably a problem with you. But whatever. So it was me and two of my friends. I'm not going to say their names because I don't want to out them. I don't know what their life's like right now and how much they want people to know about their personal lives, but that's that. Um, they started drinking, and we had like a few beers or something, and then I was like, I want like something hard. I'm gonna get really shit faced on, because that was my goal for the night since I had got ditched, was just to get really shit faced drunk. And well, I did it. We were sitting in my car. My friend was in the driver's seat because I wouldn't drive drunk. I think he had like one or two shots of the tequila. The guy behind me had like 5 or 6 drinks, and then the rest of it, 3/4 of a liter of tequila, like that big of a bottle, was all mine, and I drank it all of it. We ended up going to this dude's house where everybody was smoking weed and drinking and doing dumb shit, and somebody had Molly. And again, like that's not where I belong. Like I'm not that kind of kid, so I was just like, but like I didn't care because I was drunk, so I was like, yeah, this is cool. Oh, somebody fucking touch me, whatever. So I ended up getting to the point in the night where I was ready for bed, which was admittedly like it was like 2 in the morning, because I was drunk and wanted bed. So I'm like, I gotta go to bed. But then it occurred to me I didn't know where my phone was, or my iPhone. Not iPhone, iPod. So I was like, fuck, man, where's my iPod? It was in my hand, but I didn't know it was in my hand. And I ended up throwing it on the ground and breaking it, and then going, where's my fucking iPod? And somebody was like, it's right there, you just threw it on the ground. And I was like, no, because that one's broken, mine's not broken. But I had just broken it. So that was a stupid decision I made. I ignored it for the rest of the night. Ended up leaving a nice house the next morning even because I wouldn't admit that that was mine. And the battery had died, so there was no way you could even turn it on. Then I decided it's a good idea to like head upstairs because we were all downstairs in the basement. It's a 3-story house basement, normal level, and then like where everybody was going to crash that night. And I went to the middle level so I could puke. So I went upstairs and I puked, bunch. Like not so much, but to the point where I was very, very, very unhappy with the decision I had made to drink. So my head was in the toilet, and I was like, and some girl walked in, and she was like, "Can I use the bathroom?" And I got really pissed off. Now I don't remember this part. This is all from what people have told me because I was too out of it to know. Apparently, I started screaming at her about how it was my bathroom for the night, and like nobody else could use it, but it was the only bathroom in the house. I mean, it was another bathroom. I just wanted that one. I don't know. Uh, Eventually, I got done puking, obviously, and left. And then somehow, during the course of the night, I ended up staring outside of a screen door, just like. Sorry, I probably shouldn't be smiling. Like that for like I don't know, like 20 minutes, and then everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, that's just gonna stand there all night." And I guess I ended up down the street from the house. I don't remember it, but there's pictures and films of me just walking down the street for no fucking reason. Uh, Completely underage, not even an adult yet. Shit faced little kid, just walking down the street like a dumbass. Eventually, they got me back into the house, and I got sick multiple more times. They got me upstairs to this kid's room where I was gonna be crashing for the night. I was like, I can't sleep here, but then I passed out. Woke right back up. There was two people in the room doing disgusting things. I don't think they were together. One was a really skinny dude, and one was a fat girl. So that's a lesson for you guys. If you drink, you will hook up with a fat girl. If you're skinny, if you're a skinny girl, you'll hook up with a fat dude. Fact. Every time. Anyway, so I ended up back downstairs trying to do something. And someone was like, dude, smoke weed with us. And I was like, no, dude, that's not me. It's a stupid decision. Terrible. Bad decisions. Didn't want to do it. Ended up doing it anyway. So, anyway, after all that bullshit went down, I decided it's finally time for me to puke again. So I ended up back in the bathroom. And I was puking again. And for the rest of the night, people were trying to tell me that I should just eat bread. I remember this because I remember somebody walked into the bathroom while I was puking and handed me a piece of bread and said, hey, dude, eat that real fast. And my initial thought was, there's no way I can eat this real fast. I'm already puking. And then my mouth got really dry because I was dehydrated because I've been pissing and puking all night. So, like, the bread was terrible to swallow. And that is the story because the next morning I woke up and I couldn't find my iPod or my phone, which I found the phone was actually still in the basement on the table. And the iPod was in the basement too, but broken, so I just wouldn't accept that it was mine. And then, we walked outside. I was still pretty drunk because I had drank a liter of tequila, for the most part, by myself. And just kind of like mumbled and walked around and decided I never want to drink again. It was crazy. It was insane. It was too much for me to handle. And the people that were there the night before that were finally leaving, were just kind of like tripping out. And then somebody had my car keys. How the fuck did they get my car keys? Somebody had given my car keys to somebody else, and they drove away with it without my permission. How does that work out? I don't know, but it kind of pissed me off. So, like, they called him and had him come all the way back to give me my keys. Don't know how we got my keys. I don't know what he was doing with my keys. I don't know what his thought process was. I was very upset. And then I worked. I went to work. Just like that. So, if you are going to be a teenager and you're going to drink, have fun. Hope you get shit-faced like I did. And I hope it's a terrible night. Because that's what you deserve. I deserved it. Should not do that. If you're going to drink, and I'm not saying it's okay. If you're an adult watching this, I'm not saying you should let your kids drink. But if you are, drink beer. It's a 6-pack of beer. And you know why? Because it's like 5.5 to 8% alcohol per beer. Not very strong. Which means you can drink it and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm really tipsy. But you won't puke everywhere and you won't die. And you're not going to be so dumb that you're going to think you can drive. Because if you do think you can drive after 6 beers, then you're an idiot. I'm not going to say you deserve to die because that's a terrible thing to say, but you definitely should stop being so dumb. So there's my story about teen drinking. What up? Share your stories as well. Like, you can even post your stories below my video in the little comment section. Yeah. Oh, somebody texted me. Who's this? We chilling today. Who is that? Alright. Peace it. Seth Swag York. Subscribe to my video channel. I want you guys to watch every one of my videos because I want to get famous. That'd be cool. Alright. Have a good day, guys.